everybody, and welcome to It Has Tentacles, our weekly Call of Cthulhu 7th edition show. And sorry a bit about the cams. We're expecting a Yujoon to show up, so that's how we done the cams. But we don't know where he is exactly, so
We have not found a Yujoon.
we have not. Yeah, error 404, Yujoon not found. So I'm gonna repair these real fast as we talk to DistractedElf and ask her how is it going.
Yeah. It's going pretty good.
Yeah, it sounds it.
Yep.
I would say pretty sweet. I mean, my XCOM streams, the last two streams have been going well, and I'll be going live with some XCOM right after this. So if you want to come over and join the fight against the aliens, that's where I'll be. But yeah, the team I thought would die didn't die, and the team I thought wouldn't die has died. So you know,
XCOM.
Never predict. My team of like guys with regular guns took on a large station, like a large landed UFO, like a little while ago, and it's like completely ridiculous. Like I don't even understand how it happened. I only lost one person. Playing Long War mod, by the way. I don't know if any of you know what that is, but
yeah, I know what that is.
Really like the best thing ever.
That's
it makes XCOM into a whole new game. Like if you've played XCOM, go back and play Long War mod, and it's so good. Anyway. There are some bad feels in my real life, but I'm not gonna flood it. So moving forward with somebody else talk for a little while, so I don't feel like I should.
Brad the Woto Man, how's it going?
That's me. That's my name. What up? What up? No, hi. How's it going? I don't introduce myself. Although I am an accomplished rapper. You may have heard of some. Would you like
me to lay down a beat, Brad?
No, please, God, don't. Let me just
okay.
Let me lie my way out of it, please. My name is Kanye West. I have a girlfriend or wife, maybe now.
How was E3, Kanye?
Oh yeah, Kanye went to E3, right?
Yeah.
Did he? Jesus.
Huh?
Why?
He was like hanging out somewhere, just like chilling, because he wanted to come and see some cool ass games, I guess.
Wow.
At least he didn't perform on stage randomly like Jason Derulo.
Oh, shots fired.
But in seriousness, since we're taking our time, right, in the hopes that Yujoon shows up, what have I been doing? How have I been? I'm all right. All right, Chuky?
I saw you
taking my time like
how are you? You were doing some Final Fantasy today. Oh, cool.
I've been playing Final Fantasy, yeah. That's been my main... Because I needed to get away from League, because everyone was like, dude, stop streaming League.
Yeah, I saw your bra-based lady. That armor.
Yeah, so I've been playing Final Fantasy 14, which is an MMO, so I've been making this character, who's just... She's so hot.
I love the fact that people...
Dreads and a bra.
People saying in chat, follow Brad if you are brave enough. I think that should definitely be your Twitch banner.
Follow Brad. He will tease you mercilessly until you want to leave.
Until you want to leave. Wow. Like it is literally a trial to stay in my channel. Like some days, I think it was like yesterday or the day before. I had like a really upbeat stream where I was really nice to everyone and it was really great. And then today it went back to just being like, well, I'm gonna haze the shit out of all of y'all.
I'm going to talk about your mothers in a ferocious fashion.
You need like a thick skin to be in my. It's just too real. Like my chat is too real for the internet. The internet can't handle that level of reality. He says while playing an MMO.
Yeah. It's so real with the cat girls and then it's all based around an MMO.
But yeah, I've been playing Final Fantasy a lot. I tried to install like Heaven's Ward today, but it turns out I don't think I did it, which is why I loaded the game up and I was like, there is nothing new here. I paid £30 for nothing. And then I logged out and just before we started doing this, it was like, oh, input code, you say.
You stopped 100 people from buying that game.
I was literally there so install Heaven's Ward if you wanted to just change some configuration stuff because there was a patch.
Yeah.
Which just changed all of my system configurations.
So literally you were complaining about Heaven's Sword when you didn't even have Heaven's Sword.
Yep, 100%. So if anyone from Square had like jumped in and was like, "This guy's complaining about Heavensward and he hasn't got it," it's like, like I was sitting there playing COD, like, "Oh, Final Fantasy sucks. What
did they change all the mechanics for? This is balls."
Turn-based.
I would totally play a first-person Final Fantasy.
Oh yeah.
That would be really cool.
Yeah.
Imagine like someone in Bahamut just being like,
Yeah.
Poultry, have you finished Okami?
I have, finally. It took me like 37 hours. The game is long as hell, but it's amazing. The ending's so great.
Cool.
You should...
No
So now
spoilers,
I finished it yesterday, actually. So Assassin's Creed starts tomorrow. Monday. Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
I don't think, since I have started streaming, that I have finished a game in 2 years.
Wow.
Does that sound like
every game?
Does that sound like really terrible? But like, I literally start games and I'm like, well, I'm bored. I'm gonna move on to this other game. I don't think I finished a game for like 2 years.
The only one I've done is like Bastion, and it only takes like 6 hours.
I did Transistor too, which is like 4 hours.
I finished
like,
almost
proper
all
games.
Almost. I haven't finished
I've finished
Dell yet.
every single game I started on my stream.
And Pillars of Eternity. Haven't finished that yet.
Outlast. I finished Outlast as well.
I finished Outlast.
Let me find where it's.
Yeah. Oh, Pillars of Eternity. I'm so excited for that. When I get back to streaming games in like a couple of weeks.
Oh, I finished that too. Damn, I'm wrong. I finished.
I haven't finished that.
Most of them.
Anyway, okay, so I don't have any interesting story because I've been studying about 8 hours a day. So, Poultry, what's up?
Well, that was pretty much it. I've been working and playing Okami. That's my life.
Rotating between work and work.
Yeah. Work and fun job. Also,
working the better job.
There you go. Look at that. That is every game I've completed on my stream. Boom.
Wow, you actually have a documented list.
Nope.
I feel a little
It's actually now out of date.
I feel a little bit inadequate. I'm gonna say, like, just I'm not afraid to say that makes me feel.
That's what
that makes
me
feel like I'm slacking on being like a professional streamer.
Like that's what I want to do as well.
I don't do that.
I
want to do that.
Now reading this
I want to do that for like games. When I start streaming, I already have like a shit ton of games that I want to play. I'm just gonna put them there because I promised people in the last vlog I did on YouTube that I'm gonna tell them what games are gonna be on the stream before we restart the game stream.
You finished I Want to Be the Boshi.
Yeah.
Nice.
21 days.
Metal Gear Rising. That was I bet that was.
Metal Gear Rising is awesome. I fucking love that game.
That's
a great game, but holy fuck.
The final boss was fucking hard.
Oh my god. I had to do that bitch on keyboard and mouse and trying to get your sword at the right angle in that fucking thing where it's like...
Yeah. You have like...
It is impossible!
That was hard, man.
Okay, Okay.
You feel better now?
I do. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's actually insane to finish Boshi.
I had to yell a little bit.
Okay, so it does not seem like Yujoon is saying or anything. So hopefully he's okay. I'm hoping that nothing serious happened. Whenever this happens.
Looked at his like Twitter. Has he tweeted or anything?
He tweeted. He did something like no morning stream. See you in the evening.
Ooh.
And it is evening for him. It's like,
so maybe something has gone wrong. Like he has to go and handle something.
Yeah. So that's whenever this happens, you have that dual feeling of. I kind of hope nothing happens.
I hope he's just asleep.
I hope he's just asleep because it's better to just forget
or
about
he's
this
gone out
and be
for
a
lunch
dick.
And he bought a beer and then it was downhill.
And then it was downhill from there.
Yeah.
It's better if he was a dick about it than actually something happening. It's cool.
100%.
I'm better with that.
We've all had that lunchtime beer which led to the end of humanity.
I remember the funniest moment when Justin was late and he comes to stream on Gems of Power. He had a problem with his stomach, so literally during streams he would just mute himself and just barf into this trash can he had near him.
Oh god!
And you remember that you didn't see it. It was in the first.
Can I?
You should do.
Can I just say that, Joakim, I fucking love your outfit, and it makes me want to cosplay too. I have a lot of things I could wear, but it's not suitable for Call of Cthulhu.
Be a baker. Be a baker. Be a baker.
I don't have like a fedora. Or
I'm ordering my costume for the live.
anything. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
Nice.
got this. I got a photo on my laptop with. Oh shit, those are cool pants. Okay, I want a. So what I'm.
Tomorrow's stream will be in costume because I have LARP things tomorrow.
Ooh.
That's my plan.
That'd be cool. I'm gonna go Juno, so I'm having like that hat. You know, the Junoist hat with the press thingy on the side here. I'm very excited.
I
to
was
do that.
I was trying to find something like that for me, and I just gave up.
I've never done a cosplay stream.
You know what? A cool, very cool site to
Yes, you
to buy
have.
shit, to buy a lot of shit, and a lot of like custom made shit that's not that expensive. Zazzle. I didn't know about it. I just googled shirts. custom
Brad, I
made.
can say without a doubt that you're the hottest lightning cosplayer that's ever.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Definitely.
I will literally. I accept that compliment as fact.
I mean, clearly. Clearly,
Right,
it's
I mean, there were
true.
people
Any of
in
you
your
who don't
chat-
know this, go and look up Brad's stream, the highlights. There are highlights that have him in
His
like
chest
the
was
lightning
just-
cosplay. It's so good.
His was just
Yeah,
all
that was the
sexy,
most
so
painful
hot.
stream I've ever done physically. That was like
Every-
some of that shit. That costume didn't fit me. It was made for Emma, who is like she's like a gnome. She's like the closest, like this big in real life. And that thing
Now I'm
just done, like
expecting
it
that
was
slap
crushing me. There were
from the
bits
side.
like my arm had like cuts from the things that lightning got on her arm and stuff. And like
You were
yeah,
complaining every 30 minutes about that shit on your arm. Like
That was
literally,
the
he would
worst,
stop.
like,
He would
just
stop.
suffer
He's
for your
like,
art.
But I thought,
because I
thought
hate
it was
this.
itching me, but it was like it turns out it was just cutting into my arm, like that weird. You know, there's that weird
Brad.
religious thing called like a sillis or something.
Oh no,
Like,
that's on your
um,
leg, and it's like
Yeah, but it
barbed
was like
wire.
that, and I didn't realize that it was actually like slicing into me, like I was a fucking fresh ham. There's this thing that's, like, stripping off bits of like honey roast Brad. Like didn't even see it till like way after. It was like the next day. I was like, oh my god, it's fucking.
Listen, Brad, pain is beauty. Okay.
Oh no, it was
No,
worth
that's
it.
so
It was for
stupid.
charity, right? So that's the point, right?
Yeah, yeah.
The whole point.
And that highlight that just got linked. That's the perfect one.
Okay,
Oh
so
yeah, and I
guys,
got fucking
let's,
waxed at one point as well. On
Let's
the chest. I
continue
got a
on.
chest
Let's
wax.
continue on with actual Call of Cthulhu because it's
Yes.
crew
Yeah,
member
we
is
should
not
probably
here.
do that.
So,
I'm partially putting it off because it's scary, man. Like
Yeah, I also am sort of like talking shit because I don't want to bleed from all of my organs.
That sounds
Oh,
so
man.
weird out of context, simply because some people might not know and just eat out of all your orifices. What the fuck have you guys been doing?
Listen, okay, this game is scary.
Yes.
Alright.
Okay, so Joakim, who is the sacrificial lamb?
Oh, for the recap?
Of course, always. That's
yeah.
like the
Elf.
highlight of mine.
Oh, what? Okay, alright.
yeah.
That's just why.
It
Yeah.
can never,
okay.
By the way, it can never be me because I will lie.
Alright.
Because I will
All
never,
right, so
I don't
if I have to do the recap, I'm at least gonna do the recap in a sultry manner. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get
This-
real close to the
So this
microphone.
dark and
We'll
stormy
get real close.
music playing right now.
Last time on Call of Cthulhu,
Oh,
we
baby.
we had some things to do with our mother disappearing, and me and Brad, our characters, who are twins, who run a bakery, we were seeing things, strange things about our mother in the crowd, and we had called Poultry and Chucky's characters, who I can't remember the actual in-character name of, but we called them to come and help us figure out where this name that we had learned, Herman Adler, we'd learned from our dreams, our shared dreams, where we might be able to find more information on this person. So, in doing so, we had some very scary things happen, and Randall, that's Brad's character, bled from every hole.
Don't make that sexy.
So, there you go. That's the recap that I have. I think that's everything. They went looking for some information and found some stuff on Herman Adler.
You want me
that
to go
I
for that?
don't.
He was an
that
author, right?
That I literally can't recall because when I'm not involved in a scene, I was kind of not paying the greatest attention.
Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna try and do the recap in the same sexy voice. I'm gonna
Yes,
fail horribly.
give me like
That's gonna be
the
cool.
same voice.
Okay, so. So, we went on to try and find information about Herman Adler. I went to the police station and got some reads in the library as well. In the end, I took Poultree's character and we went to talk to an agent at a publishing agency where her manager wrote a book. We found his address from the guy there. George didn't have to shoot him, but he brought a shotgun. Poultry was scared. Everything was very tense. Tense. Now we're going to the guy's house.
And you can't have a sultry part without at least one of these.
Oh, that was
The
good.
Ari death. The Ari.
Yeah, the Ari death noise. There you go. There you go. I think we're making it too difficult for Twitch to handle. Like we shouldn't do that. Like
Yeah,
And
we're gonna
banned.
fucking get
And
we're gonna get
banned,
the
yeah.
channel taken down.
Rat roll.
Like I'm expecting shadow ban for 2 seconds.
yeah, Twitch admin, adult-only content.
I have it. I have
mean,
the
to
other.
be fair, I did flag it just then, and I'm in. Like, this is too much. I'm afraid I'm fully erect, and no Twitch streamer should make this.
Brad, I don't think we need to know about that.
Well, I'll tell you now,
Too much
Evan. I welcome
information.
It's true.
everybody.
It's the TMI. The TMI is.
Yeah.
Expect
the
more of
TMI
that
as well.
over at /Brad Woes. That was the disclaimer.
It's actually just enough information.
That's the perfect amount.
Okay, so I think last time we
All right,
finished.
sorry, we're totally derailing. It's just
I
because
know.
it's scary, and I'm trying to laugh before I cry. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm scared. I am really trying
So-
to put it off because I'm like, man.
So
this
no,
is
but
the
it's
scariest
not
thing.
even you. It's me and Poultree's character, whose name I
Yeah.
can't even remember right now. Randall.
Yeah.
Greenwald.
You guys are the fucking worst.
Randall. Sorry, Henry. There we go, Henry. Okay, so.
Fuck you guys. Ivy Greenwald, you remember my name right now.
What do you want? You're Henry something.
Winkler.
Is it Winkler? I would have remembered that if I had known.
Oh,
Okay, so me,
Chuky's called something
George.
like Rambo or whatever, right?
Oh no! Well, I mean,
Close enough.
Rambo always
Rambo.
looked well oiled. Instead of me being
Jesus
well oiled,
Christ.
it's actually my gun that's well oiled. So I have like this very big gun that always oiled.
You should just be George Rambo then. Does he have a surname, George? What's his surname?
No, it's just George.
Ah.
So
Oh, we're gonna
just
find
George. No, he's got a name. He's
It's
got a
just
surname.
George. No, he doesn't.
Henry-
That's just George.
Henry-
Henry and
Rambo.
George are standing outside a downtown apartment in Manhattan.
It's
It looks
raining.
really nice. Yeah, it's raining. Of course it's raining.
That's
And this is afternoon, right? You
Yeah, we
Yeah,
went
we
to
went
the
to
publishing
the-
agency and then we actually drove to his house.
yes.
and
I'm gonna leave the hunting rifle and the T4. I still have my loaded shotgun.
This is like a continuation of what they were doing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so I just want to set the scene for me and Brad. We're baking. Okay.
I know. Wasn't I in the doctor?
Oh yeah, right.
yeah.
I'm baking.
I thought Brad would like me to be like, this mother forgets every damn time.
And then showed up with a bunch of food. Sorry.
I figured. Fuck council tax. Let's eat.
Okay, so
Okay, so
what
we're
do we see?
outside this wonderful apartment.
Yeah.
Is it an apartment, a house? You said it was a house. last time.
apartment.
Apartment. Okay.
Yeah, it's apartment.
Oh,
Bow, 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 bow,
I knock at the door, I guess.
Come in.
I'm a bit like surprised at this. I look back.
Really? He knocked on the door and someone said,
Yeah,
come in.
but
What's
like
weird?
literally at the same time. Like, come in. Anyway, I look at Henry just a bit and I nod my head.
I can give you
I
like,
open,
well,
I open the door.
no.
I enter.
Yep. You enter like a nice vestibule. There's like nice coats and suits hanging, and like everything looks super expensive. The shoes and the furniture and everything. It's like it's made of oak and walnut and other like good-looking kind of wood.
Smells of rich mahogany.
Yeah, pretty much. And you can see into like a living room from where you enter, and you see a man sitting in a like stuffed chair, reading a book and like drinking brandy. Let's see. He looks very British.
Does he have a fireplace in the background?
Of course, of course.
Okay.
In what way does he look very British, please?
He looks very
Offended.
British.
He's super pale. His teeth are crazy.
Standard. No, but
Would you say the fire is roaring and there's classical music playing on the background?
huh?
Would you
Fire is
say the
roaring?
fire is roaring and there's classical music playing in the background?
No, it's silent. You
Sure.
can only hear
Well,
the
I mean,
like
the chat,
storm.
there's the music there, but
Oh, did you play some music for them? He's branded his teacup. That's why it makes him look British.
I'm always playing. Whenever Joakim describes something, I'm like through the list of music. Okay, looking up.
Yeah.
TabletopAudio.com because they're awesome. Okay, so continuing on.
It says, come in. Don't stand there in the vestibule.
I walk inside, and I say, "What is his name again?"
Herman Adler.
Your name
Herman
is Henry.
Adler.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Who are you?
My name is George, and this here is Henry. And we're here to talk about the Green Walls.
The Greenwalds?
Not my head.
I don't think I know them.
You wrote this book, and I kind of like show him the book.
Ah, yes, I did.
Good.
It's one of my side projects.
So, the weird is in your expertise, you'd say.
Yes, I would say so.
I'm gonna start looking around while they're chatting. Does he? You said he had like books on the wall and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, in the living room, he has like huge bookcases filled with old books and like weird figurines and stuff that looks African and Egyptian.
Okay.
I sit
I'm gonna
down.
start just like picking them up and looking at them, seeing if there's anything weird. Looking
I
for
sit
them.
down and
Don't
I-
touch them.
Is that him or is that you?
Yes, that's him.
That's
Why would I say?
I don't know if you're like, whoa, don't touch them, and I was like, why? Okay, so I'd reach. Wait, so have I already picked one up, or am I reaching for it when he stops?
You're reaching for it.
Okay. I kind of look at.
They are very very fragile. Don't.
Okay, and take my hand away.
Okay, so I'll
Scan the
actually
rest
just
instead.
tell him the story.
You tell him everything.
No, not everything. Just like I have a couple or two people who hired me to find the mother, and both of them twins at the same time had a dream, and the dream contained your name, Miss Adder. That's why we're here. You'd say we deal in cases that usually the police does not take.
You can look around like, whoa. Like as he says, like really dramatic, like, oh, expect some kind of crazy like lightning strike in the background. You'd be like, yeah, and nothing happens.
I feel like I remember something like this. Yes, Mary Greenwald, right?
Yes, I actually describe the information that I got from police files on the disappearance. Oh, in the killing, sorry. Or disappearance. Was the
Disappearance. Yes. Now that you reminded me, she actually contacted me a while before she disappeared, and
Why?
she was looking into things within my knowledge, within my field of study, like old curses,
Go into
strange objects.
a bit more detail.
It was a long time ago. I do not remember exactly, but I know that she was a part of a book club that went to Milton and Sons, one of my favorite bookstores. They usually got their books there, and there was a nice area where they could eat and read their books.
Would either of us recognize Milton and Sons?
Do you read a lot of books?
No.
Probably not then.
Neither does George. So Guessing. Can you give me the address of this book?
Of course, of course.
Okay. And do you happen to know anybody who was in this club with her?
I think I know about. I know there was another woman who was there every time.
Any names or description would be very helpful.
I think it was Ingrid something. I'm not sure. It was all, as I said, a long time ago.
Well, Ingrid, well, name might jog the memory of father. Her wife's friends. Nonetheless, in the weeks prior to her disappearance when she contacted you, did you notice anything strange in her voice or in her behavior?
She seemed very stressed and upset about something. I do not exactly know why. Maybe they thought the curses were real or something like that, but...
Which curses?
Can you go a bit more specific with the curses, if you remember anything about that?
She was talking about deals with the devil and such things, but I do not know the details.
Interesting.
She was looking for ways to revert curses.
Without a deal?
Like revert any curse that would be brought upon her. She was very vague and didn't want to share any details of
Okay.
Does he seem like he's lying in any way? Does it seem like he's trying to hide anything?
No, he seems very interested in your investigation. It's his usually study things like this, like strange disappearances and similar things. But he doesn't seem to believe in this.
I look at Henry and I say,
historical.
And I whisper to Henry, think about anything.
It's interesting that you don't remember all that much, considering how interested you seem in what we're talking about. Why wouldn't you follow up on the information? Why wouldn't you look into it with her? This is, after all, judging by all this, exactly what you're into.
Yes, but I don't really believe these things actually work. I mean, this is all historical.
Okay.
Do you happen to have any idea, at least, of the book or the books that you use to come up with the information that Mold was asking you for? A book specifically on curses.
Yes, I know of where it can be found, but I don't have that book myself. I have the German translation called Die Hexenhammer, but I don't have the original Latin version from the 1400s. That book is called Malleus Maleficarum, and in the original printing had a fourth section that is missing in the translations, or it's rumored that there is a fourth section. I haven't had the opportunity to read this book myself.
Do you know where it is?
I know that. Give me a moment. I'm forgetting names. A woman called Catherine Noble has that. She just refuses to share it with anyone. This pompous dilettante.
Which book does she have?
Malleus Maleficarum.
Yes. Herman Adler has the German.
I've never taken so many notes in my life.
What was the first one? Was it Die Hexenhammer? Is the German one?
Yep.
And the other one was, what was it, sorry?
Malleus Maleficarum.
Okay. Could we take the German one?
No.
I mean, like, will he give it to us rather than like we steal it?
Yeah,
you want to steal it?
No, I was asking if he would give it.
Yeah.
Can we borrow the book?
No. It's worth a lot still. there are very few copies of this book.
I look at
There are a lot over in Europe if you want to go there, but
I look at Henry and I say, I think we should get her to give us a book. If not, maybe we can send you or me can stay over and study the book.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll find a way. What was the name, Sir Catherine?
Catherine Noble.
I mean, trying to keep all the notes, but there's so much stuff.
I'm keeping. I'm
No,
actually
right.
doing like a Google
I'm not
Doc.
learning this in character, therefore I need not take notes.
Okay.
I have a whole of chat right now is definitely googling all of this shit.
Yeah.
But I
they
would
will
be. I
find
would be.
a lot of stuff though. They will.
Yeah. Does he know her address? Or sorry,
One.
do you know her address?
Yes, she has a
Want to?
very nice house actually here in downtown Manhattan.
Oh, so she's close. Perfect.
Yes. I've been there multiple times, like inquiring about borrowing the book, but
I give him a nudge and go, I bet you have. And I start to head out. That's me leaving. I'm done.
yeah, yeah,
I'm leaving on that note.
yep, great.
Yeah, we're leaving. Okay.
If you actually manage to get the book out of her hands, I would gladly help you translate it if you don't know Latin.
I nod my head. We'll be back. We're getting that book. And I say kind of silently, maybe he hears, maybe he doesn't, as we move outside into the storm again. One way or the other.
Wait. Sorry, okay. To confirm this before I go back into here, he said he had Die Hexenhammer, which is the German version of Malleus Maleficum.
Yes, but missing the fourth section. But the fourth section is only rumored.
Yeah,
So
okay. But he has the same book.
he has the same book without a part of the
he thinks
original
there's a
one.
part missing, a rumored part is missing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Has he I wanted to ask him if he translated that then. Does he already know the English translation for the other 3 sections?
Oh yeah, he so
Just wants that 4th part. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. I'm good to go.
Seems like my internet has like a couple of choppy moments, like 1 second. Sorry about that, chat. That just happened. Anyway,
Anyway, we love you anyway, Chucky.
Do you want to go to us with Catherine, or is there something you want to do with the Greenwalds first?
I mean, we
Greenwalds
have
are
to
separate
meet.
too, 'cause
We have
we've
to
got
meet the
Brad.
Greenwalds tonight, and it's close to night.
I meant Joakim, if you wanted to do
Yeah, I
something
know,
with
but
him.
I was just us.
It's up to them if they want to do anything. We can.
Well, I mean, isn't Randall at the doctor's about
I'm like walking home from the
leaking
doctors with the cream,
Yeah.
right? I remember.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, so I'll be. I think we'll
useless
be
brain.
going towards the Greenwalds as well. Update them on the situation.
All right, cool. I feel like me and Randall are the quest NPCs. Like,
Because I
if
think
there's-
we literally.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm trying to bring you because I think we literally just finished the quest. The quest was find her manager, and figure out what's happening. Like, and now we kind of finished.
I mean,
the
he's
thing.
directly linked. He met our mother,
Yeah.
so we're
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
interested by that information.
But now I'm literally gonna drag you guys in. So let's see how that goes.
Good.
So
We're gonna do
I'm
everything right
I'm
now,
driving the Ford
leave
towards
town.
towards the Greenwald's place.
I'm gonna get on a plane and fly to Africa.
Remember, my gun's really long.
Apparently that's where it began.
Has that ever happened in a D&D game or anything ever before, where someone's just been like, "Okay, I go the opposite way to the whole party and get on a plane."
Oh yeah, offline, as that's happened to me. A salty player once said, "I go home." Just in the middle of I go home.
Oh,
Anyway, we're off track. Let's
Yeah,
bring it
let's
back.
go back. So
well, yeah, I'm like walking home. Am I home yet, or whatever?
yeah, sure.
During this time, you'd probably be
That's
home,
fine.
and yeah,
Yeah.
we'd be closing up. If
Well, I
it's
feel
getting-
better, and I've
Oh.
worked some of the day, I guess.
Yeah, you got like a couple hours in at the end, and you're helping me clean everything up and stuff. I would imagine.
Yep. Scared of every single thing
Yeah.
that we do.
Oh.
Jumpy.
Oh no, that stain looks a little bit like
Wait, wasn't you seeing Mother's face in all of the donuts or something?
Yeah.
Not the
Everything.
donuts.
I mean, everything.
What? Seriously?
He's trying to
Ew.
ignore it like as much as possible.
So we would have discussed that a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
And I'll be like, doctor gave me this cream
And I'll be like, I cannot stop thinking
for
about mom.
internal bleeding.
This all my orifices internal bleeding cream. It is the 1920s or whatever.
Yep.
So.
Joakim told me when I walk through the door, because I really have like a cool line that I want to see, but exactly when I walk through the door.
You roll a Ford up next to the really tacky store with a rolling loaf sign.
Our store is amazing.
It's
store's good,
closed,
but the
isn't
name
it,
is
right
tacky.
now? Because
Yeah.
it's closed tonight. Is it closed? Are there any more people inside?
No, it's closed.
No, there's nobody else in there.
I knock at the door.
Oh, that kid.
I feel sick. I am a sickness boy.
Sickness boy.
Well, I will go and answer it. So Ivy gets to
Wait,
answer.
this isn't the night we're expecting them, is it?
This
No,
is
it is.
this is the
Oh,
night.
it is?
This is exactly the night. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess we'll both go down.
Yeah.
As you
Sorry,
open
I
the
thought this was the
door,
night before. Still.
George does the same
Yeah.
thing. Just walks past you. As you walks past you.
Do you
And-
do
and
you
he
have
says-
any manners, or do you just like walk past everyone when they?
He
open
turns
the
down
door
to your
of their
face, to both of you, and says, "You're cursed." Both of you are, actually.
room? Well, that explains a few things.
Hold on. Curse. How do you
Cursed, yeah.
like hold?
Sit
Did you
down.
find Herman Adler?
Sit down. And I take the chair again, I turn it around, and I sit on it.
I like.
I sit down, but I'm crossed. I'm like, this dude.
We're at the
I feel like we
bakery,
may have
Poultry,
wasted our money.
and
if
we're
the
talking with
answer
him.
Yeah, I'm thinking that internally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I told them the whole story. So, found a book Herman Adler wrote, tracked
Yep.
him down to the publishing agency. There we got the address from the agent who published it. Went to his home. Actually, we're just back from his home right now. Nice guy, all in all. Talked to your mom before she up and disappeared. A couple of weeks prior.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. He literally spoke to our mother a
Yes.
couple of weeks before she disappeared.
Yes, he
Well,
spoke
that's
to your mother.
suspicious.
Did the police know that?
Well, I mean, how can you present this to the police? Oh, we had a dream, so we hired this.
No, I mean from before, right?
Yeah,
like-
I was just say, like, it would just be in the case file. Like, I saw that case.
Was it in the case file?
I don't think so. No,
not.
because I mean, she disappeared. Besides the book club, nobody would know about this, unless even those people would.
Well, he's now a suspect
Yeah,
I look at
that's
that.
very
Yeah.
true.
in a major crime.
So I look at you guys and I say, so we have a couple of leads we want to follow up on. We finished the assignment in the way that he gave us, but we still are no closer to finding your mom. So I plan on working this case until I finish it.
I tapped my
Well, we
camera.
asked you to
Luckily, we'll have a
find-
photo of him by tomorrow. So
I mean, we asked you to find Herman Adler, and you've already given us loads of information, and that is, so you've completed your task. Here is the money, and I hand them over the extra 25, was it?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
yeah, and
I take that 25.
yeah, because I took the
Appreciate
initial
that.
one.
Yeah, I could get a snatch and give you a look like this one's mine.
And then I ask if we can come along to the woman's house to get the Morella Nomicon or whatever it is.
I
called.
nod my head and I say, yes. First, I want to talk to your father if I can.
Yeah, let's
I
go.
give
Like,
I give George a look, like, kind of wave the money, like, more money for it. We wanna.
I kind of
I go
whisper.
upstairs and get father and bring father down.
If we
Can't
solve
remember
this
his name
case, I'm
right now.
definitely gonna pay more. Boy.
Like on the way down as well, I'll just tell father everything. Like, or I'll be like, they found
Like,
this.
so this is
this
what
list
we've been
and this.
doing.
Yeah, I'll give him the rough overview so that he.
Ivy just stays downstairs with the other two while you're going to get them.
And I look at Ivy and I say, you know, this is not gonna be nice. Whatever you find, most likely, not gonna be nice.
And it's been nice up until this point, she says.
I mean,
with
you've
like a
only had
sarcastic
dreams,
remark.
so might be worse than that.
I don't know. Not really. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I guess.
Maybe now it's time for some
if an NPC, I would 100% roll a psychology test right now on you.
I mean, you can do that anyway.
I don't think I can. Can I? Can I do a psychology
Why
test
wouldn't
on the
you?
PC? Oh,
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
because this is
think
like
you can.
the first time I really think she's lying. Okay, so let me do
But I
that.
forgot we didn't tell you something.
Yeah, you literally did not tell us anything about.
I totally forgot out of character that we didn't tell you until I'd started the sentence.
No idea, I guess.
What?
I guess I have no idea. I mean,
You have no idea.
no idea.
Yeah. You just think you don't know her well enough to psychologically evaluate her.
Yep, exactly. So,
I guess, well, it depends like how obvious you were about it. If you were
Oh,
like,
sure.
no, you're right.
Oh, it's totally couldn't be worse.
Mr. Greenwald,
Yes.
I want to talk to you a bit. Were you aware your what was that brace he mentioned?
Milton and Sons?
Milton and Sons, yes. Were you aware your wife was part of a book club? That
Yes.
good. Do you know any of the names of the people in there, especially one Ingrid?
Yes, Ingrid Stenborg. Yes, of course. I dropped her off at her house a couple of times when they couldn't be at the store.
Would you mind giving me the address, please?
Yeah, sure, no problem. And he writes it down for you.
I
Really
wish
nice old lady, that's Ingrid.
just nod my head, not really listening to what he's saying, thinking in my head.
I'll lean into the conversation and kind of go.
Asks
anything.
question, doesn't listen.
So
I'll lean into the conversation because they're obviously like kind of getting a bit close, and I go, anything odd about her?
No.
Okay.
Well, what? How do you mean odd?
I don't know. You tell me.
I think what my colleague is trying to ask you is if anything out of the ordinary, any good behaviors on her part.
Not that I remember. I just remember as a nice person.
Oh. Lovely old lady.
Like a nice old lady.
Anybody else in the book club whose name you remember?
No, I didn't go to those meetings. It was just that I dropped Mary off at.
Do you happen to
couple of
know what time and day, if they had a scheduled day and time they meet at?
They chose a new time after each meeting, so it differed a lot.
On my head. Okay. Well, thank you very much. I'd like to talk to your son and daughter for a bit more now. You've been a lot of help.
I'll go back and continue cleaning. And he heads off into the back.
So back at you guys. You sure you want to get involved in this? Me and Henry.
100%.
Okay. So,
That's gonna
here's
be the noble Miss Noble.
100%.
here's what we have. We have Malefice Maleficarum, this book that supposedly your mother was looking into before she disappeared. With a secret addition to it, only owned by Catherine Noble. And then we have Ingrid Stenborn, a member of this
I can write
book
the name.
club. Sorry?
I'm just gonna write the name in
I-
all 20s there.
It's Ingrid Stenborg.
Oh, I got Stelborg. Whoops.
Oh, I wrote it right. Yay!
Nice.
I have Stalesborg.
It is
Talesborg.
Stalesborg.
I'm really good at this. You know
Um,
what? I'm leaving that. That's what Henry wrote down.
So we can either
Nice.
split up. I don't think you guys, unless any of you have any experience in most likely what's gonna be a enter through the window, steal the book type of operation.
Even breaking and entering.
Yes,
What?
but I could be fair.
You're gonna go and
Talking
break
about-
into this woman's house.
You're talking about illegal activity? Why don't we just ask her?
She's gonna talk to us. We know, like, if she knew our mom.
Do you think?
guy's no fun.
This is Catherine. We're not talking Catherine did not know your mom. And Catherine would not even borrow the book to an accomplished writer and historian. What do you think? It would just give the book? Well, I can just shove this into her face, and I kind of like flash my shotgun.
So
but I don't think that's
going to steal
well.
the book though?
The secret
Why is the
addendum
book-
to it. It's about removing curses and devil pacts, and it's only
Why
in
do you
that
think
book.
it's a curse?
Because
Why don't
the
Because
last
this guy wrote about curses.
What do you mean? Why don't we?
The
Nobody
last
gets cursed?
thing-
That's bullshit.
Why would it be a curse?
The last
Why are you
thing-
going down the path of the curse? This guy knows our mum, disappears.
Randall,
like she
listen.
disappears 2 weeks after meeting him.
The last
There's a
thing she
woman-
talks about, the last thing she mentions before she disappears is curses, and more specifically, how to break them. Now, this might be a curse on her, or this might be a curse on you that you're trying to
Randall
break.
does make a good point that who knows if that's true.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, like,
this is what this is what Herman Adler told you.
The
This
plot
is the
thickens.
last person that we know that spoke to our mother before she disappeared. He is clearly a murderer.
or she was
actually-
like psychologically like.
Actually, the last
insane or
person that
something,
would
and
have
she
the last person
thought it
that
was
would
a
have
thing.
talked to your mother is the book club.
Right, so maybe we should head to the book club instead of heading to go and steal some random woman's random curse book that we don't
Well,
need.
as I was
But that
saying,
does sound fun.
It does sound like fun.
we're most likely gonna need to do both. Now, anything happened while we were gone? Any more weird dreams or occurrences? As I said, we need to know everything if we're gonna help.
I
out.
didn't know you knew about the dreams. I literally say that in character because I don't know how he knew about the dreams.
You told us about the dreams.
Yeah, we told you. about
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
it
did
was
I?
the only
He
thing you
told us about the
mentioned.
dreams, but nothing else.
Yeah, nothing.
Oh, no,
else.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
why.
yeah,
I
okay.
Just
Well,
skip
we
the
told
plot.
him about the dreams, but we didn't tell him about the visions of stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm definitely not now
bleeding
because
from
I've.
orifices.
I'm not going to tell him. I'm not going to tell him I bled from every orifice because I don't feel like it's associated with it whatsoever. It's just random, isn't it? No, nothing really weird has happened to me. And then I kind of look at Elf / Ivy because she saw Mother's face everywhere.
And is that like a bluff? Or like
That's
like nothing
fast
weird
talk.
happened to me?
That's totally a fast talk roll.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, like I was doing it obviously to try and goad Elf
Can
into
we?
speak.
Can
I'll do it.
I do
You know what I
it?
mean?
If you wanna like hide what's
They
happening.
asked specifically if something weird happened, and as much as I'm like, it's not a curse, I'm also kind of 1% of my body is like.
Like it might be a curse. I
But
get
then again,
So if you're completely convinced that this isn't something weird,
my
you can.
personal
You don't have
feelings
to
right
roll.
now. My character thinks that Mother went insane and was reading these weird books that were written by like some author called Herman Adler or something. Goes like, and she's like, "Oh, I'm cursed," and she ran away because she thought she was cursed. He doesn't think. He now thinks it's way less likely to be like a murder.
Ran away while the doors were locked from the inside.
Yeah, but still, like, I understand that it's all weird circumstances, but I still don't think it's a fucking monster.
It's like you're rationalizing it. Because,
I'm rationalizing it because it sounds more like a psychological problem because he's very psychological for
Yeah.
you.
So
So
when you
he's
were like,
thinking-
nothing weird happened to me, were you obviously being like, nothing weird happened to me, or were you trying to hide?
I was saying nothing weird happened to me, but I essentially said something weird happened to Elf.
Right.
I might as well have that. It was
Right. So you're like, nothing weird happened to me.
because you asked specifically, but I feel like
Ivy just sort of like.
although I think you two are both weird, specifically Chuky,
so-
you did get some information for me, so I'm
Yeah.
willing to like.
Ivy,
give some.
you're hiding something. Are we here to help or are we here to hinder? Because we've
Tell
already
them-
got
tell
our
them about
money.
the faces. Just done. There you go.
My eyes like light up.
Yeah,
like,
I can just look at you
She just goes,
expectantly.
well, I mean, okay, so two things have happened. I saw my mother killed, hanging upside down with her throat cut in the pantry, and then it was gone. And I've also seen a lot of her recently. But I mean, I'm thinking about her a lot, you know, because we're doing this whole thing. So I mean, it could be
So
anything.
whatever's happening to you is getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
That sounds like a
Well,
Chris.
I wouldn't consider seeing her everywhere to be worse than seeing her hanging upside down dead. So progressively,
I'm talking
I would say
about.
that it's gotten slightly better since yesterday.
But since last week, it's got insanely worse.
Well, I mean, if you talk about it like that,
anyways,
sure.
we need to finish this quick, unless you two will go as insane as your mother. Well, as I said, this are our leads. Now it's night now. It might be a good time for
Ivy
me.
is rather pissed off by the fact that you just called her mother insane. She's rather protective of that idea that her mother is awesome and she's disappeared. So, at you.
Wrecked.
I continue on talking. So we have these 2 leads. I think it's night. I think it's
I'm
the
just
best
making
idea
sure
is
you're aware.
if me and oh, definitely, like, you just cold staring at me right now. I think me and Henry over on here should pay a visit to Catherine, and in the morning we'll visit Ingrid.
I take a photo of Ivy when she's super fucking mad.
It's this phase.
The Michaela.
I think that the faster we do things, the better for you.
So you guys off now to go and steal a book by the cover of darkness and night?
I'm down to steal a book before we go to the book
nod
club.
my
Book club
head.
sounds boring.
Yeah, but also it's more time.
Book club sounds.
It's
Well, I'll tell you what. Like, we'll come with you to the book club thing, and I'll pretend that I didn't hear that you have to break into some poor woman's house and steal a priceless book.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for.
What
I'm
was there
all
to
for-
hear?
I'm
Whatever,
all for
we'll
trying
be
to
here
find
in the
things.
Out of like courtesy
Stealing
for finding the
things.
information for us.
we'll be here in the morning. The T Ford you see outside, that's my car, and we'll pick you up. And we'll go to Ingrid's house.
Is that thing like 4-seater?
Yeah, it's a 4-seater.
Yeah.
So we have a car too that we could take. We could even go to the book club without you. I mean, if we wanted.
Yeah, you can. If you say that in character, I would say it's not a good idea. I mean, that's why you hired us. But
We'll all
if
go.
you want to, I
We'll
mean-
all go to the thing. You guys have the information. We want to find out more too. Let's just go together, and we'll see what we can find out. If
Yeah.
you're still interested in looking into this stuff, your job is done. Actually,
Okay,
Just
I mean,
your job is done here.
with what I gave you, do you-
We're going to head over to the book club. If you're going to go and steal a book based on this whole thing, then fine. But if we'll come with you to the book club.
depending on where this goes, we might talk more compensation in the future. But we'll see. It's definitely if
We'll
the
go to
student
the book
goes-
club by ourselves then. Don't worry about it. We'll just go there tomorrow and say we don't know who these 2 random people who are here to probably steal your books at book club, but we are here because we know Ingrid. Is it Ingrid? And like she knew our mother, and we found out information.
Well, like
about
this,
her.
maybe I'm just curious. We'll see. In the end, I think you need our help.
I'm
And
gonna
that's-
start whining
let's
it.
go.
I'll whine it. Like when he says, like, we'll tell her you're gonna steal other books. We're like, don't give it away.
Right.
I haven't started thinking about that yet.
We don't like necessarily. I'm starting to get like gruff, and we don't really need you anymore. Like you've done your job, and I appreciate it, but like we can follow up from there ourselves. We know where we're going. We're going to the same place. We're not going to pay you to
I mean, you could
come
have
with us
also
to speak to these like 5 old women reading books.
If this,
have
I
also
don't need your
followed up
fucking greased up following to get in. Like,
also followed up on Herman Adler with us, but you decided to call us. That's all I'm saying.
yeah, that's what I just said. You've
Look,
done a
if
good
they
job
are if they are interested enough to also want to come, then I'm not going to say no. But I'm not stealing anything. Like I am
Yeah, I'm
not.
not-
stealing
you
I'm
don't
not
need to
stealing
do
stuff, and
anything. That's why you hired
I'm
us.
not gonna steal anything from a nice old lady. You're fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay, Henry,
And,
let's
I'm
go.
like- I'm
we'll
like,
meet
we
you
don't
here
need
in the
to pay them
morning,
anymore to come
and we
with
go
us.
out.
I
Meet you in the morning. I open the door and I get out. Come on, Henry.
All right.
mean, yeah, I agree.
Fuck.
I turn around and I'm like, I agree. I don't think they'll actually. I mean,
Why would we need them?
The
we
one
need
with the-
we
the
need
one with-
therapy.
the one with the photograph. The one.
We don't need a fucking like private investigator and a cameraman
The one-
to
the
fucking
one
help us
picture
speak to some
seems
old women.
Curious enough that we wouldn't even.
Fucking pissed. Yeah, I throw a sacred muffin across the room.
You just came from a rectal exam. It's okay. It's good to be pissed.
Yeah, I'm tired. I didn't fucking sleep. These 2 dudes are like, you're gonna need us to hold your hand to go and speak to these little old ladies because they're gonna be old, man. They're like, Yeah, I'm like,
It's a book club, of course.
I'm waiting for you to like enter this room filled with like just a couple of matrons and like 20 to 25 cultists with knives.
Yeah, the big club is actually just like a giant
100%. We need you. Like 100%.
Put it like this.
We need George's gun, but I'm thinking we need therapy and we don't need these.
If I was.
When we walk in, when I fucking open the door without you and Cthulhu stood there with a fucking Tommy gun under each fucking arm, I'm gonna be like, oh, that's what he meant.
So if I was literally George right now, I would just fuck you. Okay, I'm going. I would after what happened last month, I would just like fuck you. Just I have my money. It's okay. But
I understand.
The sake of the campaign was
why
just
we need you as Brad. But my character is just moody. He's tired. He was bleeding. He's confused. He's angry anyway. He's like one of his best stats. He's fucking brawling or something. He's probably been in a few fights. He's a moody, big fucking dude from Full Alchemist.
Oh my god, Brad, I just had one of those moments where you just listed a series of things and I'm like, that is an experience you've never had before. Moody, tired, bleeding.
But yeah, that's why he's like moody. Like, I'm gonna sling a fucking muffin across the room and go, what time is it? I'm gonna head upstairs.
I like how he's like badass.
Do you throw it?
This sounds like a good place to take a break.
Yeah.
This is like after you guys leave. I'm like moody with everything.
I just love the fact that you're just big badass, like whoa, and your way of being just angry is like muffin.
my ideology is that
I know.
It's like throwing a Bible.
So yeah, it's, for me it's like fucking launching a Bible across the room.
Muffin!
Go upstairs, sit down and I'll sit down and read a cookbook or something. to chill out.
Read your Freud.
Yeah.
Okay,
turn the oven on to like the right setting and just sit in front of it and use the light from the oven to read.
No, I'll probably for real.
That's more of an Ivy thing.
That's a good idea because I'll look into I'll look more into like things that like might have caused Mum to go insane and thought she was hexed and maybe run away or whatever. Like I don't know, like schizophrenia or something that's a very anxiety-based disorder. So I'll look into stuff like that for my evenings reading, because that's what I'm thinking now. But I want to just state for the record that there is in the back of his mind George still going, "You're cursed. You're cursed. You're cursed."
Okay, cool. Break.